Hi folks, today we're going to take a quick dive into Kerbal Space Program, show you how to build a jet that doesn't use any fuel. Now I've been calling this Infinite Fuel on the boards, but what we're going to do is create a bird that doesn't use any fuel for an air-breathing engine. That's all it works for. First thing we're going to do is attach this little tank right here, and we're going to remove all the fuel from that except for a little tiny bit. So the oxidizer is gone, now just a little tiny bit of LF, just 4.5 units of fuel. That's 10% of the fuel tank. That's all you need, is 10% of the tank ahead of the secret ingredient, the Science Junior Materials Bay. I'm going to drop that right on after that tank. And the secret is to have tanks both before and after the Science Junior Materials Bay. So we're going to tack this little guy on the standard fuel tank for the pour, which is we're going to take every bit of fuel out of that. There's absolutely nothing in that tank. And now we're going to add the engine, which today is going to be our Juno. And I'm selecting these parts for a very specific reason. You'll see why in a little bit. Okay, let's see. Let's finish building our aircraft. First thing we're going to do is put our intake on. That allows us to get air to the air-breathing engine. And then we're going to add some control surfaces. Just these here, right here. This will be good. First, let's put on our rudder. And we're going to put on our elevator control surfaces too. That'd be nice. We need a pair of those, so we'll put those on like so. Oh, come on. There it is. Got it. Okay, now we'll adjust those later. We'll come back and fix that so that it looks right. Now a pair of wings. These are the El Cheapo wings that you get very early on. Right about there. You'll forgive me if I don't do the whole center of mass, center of gravity thing while I'm building this bird. I've kind of done this one before. So I kind of know where most of this stuff goes. So add some landing gear, tack them on right about there. That's good. And now I think we'll add the nose wheel. Let's see if we can find a nose wheel. Where's the nose wheel? There it is. All right. So we'll put that on the nose wheel on the front here. We'll just tack it right onto the engine intake. All right, like so. Now it's going to be crooked. And you see, it's a little crooked. Well, we'll fix that with a rotate tool. And this nose wheel's kind of forgiving, so we don't have to be exact. But we'll just bring it close to horizontal. Think. Good enough. That is close enough. Okay. All right, so we've got a basic aircraft. Let's go grab the adjust tool and get those tail surfaces so they look right. So we'll take our elevators and drag them out so that they look about approximately correct. And we'll do the tail surface next. Here we go. The rudder's coming up. There we go. That's right. Okay, that looks pretty good. I think we're pretty solid at this point. We've got a basic aircraft. We'll go ahead and check center of gravity, center of mass for those. Center of gravity, center of lift for those guys who are anal. Yeah, see, I guess pretty good, huh? All right, that's our basic aircraft. Grand total of 14 parts, 1.7 tons to take off, and here's the key. It never uses fuel, so it never gets any lighter. Center of gravity stays exactly where it is the whole time. One of the beauties of infinite fuel. Okay, so that's our basic aircraft. We really don't need anything else. We've gonna move, just going around and changing some of the stuff, the way this thing operates to the standard, junk that you do with every aircraft. Take our mono out of the capsule. We're going to take our yaw out of the elevator and pitch and roll out of the rudder. Okay, we're done. We can mess around and show you the different fuel tanks here and how they're set up. And let's go fly. Now I'm doing this at night because the call outs look better. They're easier to read. You can go ahead and fly yours during the day. Of course, it's not necessary that you fly at night. But we're just going to go ahead and turn on SAS and run our engine up to full throttle, such as it is. We'll do our call out here on the engine, and we'll also do the master panel here so we can see what's going on. And we got plenty of time. It takes this little guy a while to get this fella up to speed, takeoff speed. And there we go. There, we're airborne. Look at that. Now, if you look real close, you can see that over here we are producing thrust, and we actually have a fuel flow. But over here on the master panel, zero fuel flow being used. Zero fuel flow being used. And I think the reason that is because right here it says propellant requirements met 50%. I think it adds the fuel and the air together. It says it's got half of what it needs, and so the engine runs. Glitch. But it's about time one of these worked in our favor. So zero flow and everything like that. Let me we got a very basic bird here. One of the reasons I built with all these parts is you can build this bird at tech level 4 or below or above. This little bird with the addition of a service bay, and you can fly science all over Kerbin for no cost. I'm getting our nose down here so we gain some speed. And just generally collect science like mad. Now, I'm not suggesting you take this to like the Badlands or the poles or anything like that, because you know that was a patience thing. But using this technique, you can build birds that fly faster, and don't try your patience to get out to those locations once you get a few more parts unlocked. There's your basic bird that uses infinite fuel. It's a glitch that is finally useful. Doesn't break game. Alright guys, thanks a lot. Appreciate you watching.